what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of ExploringLasVegas.com. And I'm standing here today, guys, in front of Drai's Beach Club. This is the Cromwell Hotel, and inside of that is on the 11th floor, I believe it's the 11th floor up there, Drai's Beach. And this video is going to be all about Drai's Beach bottle service and the different sections and the updates for 2025. So if you guys are interested in coming to Drai's Beach and you want to check this place out, this video is going to be for you, okay? And the bottle pricing is about the same as last year, but the minimums are a little bit lower. So that's kind of a good thing. They're kind of adjusting with the economic times. They still have all the pretty good talent that they had a year ago, and then some. Actually, they added a few good artists. They got like Boss Man D-Lo. They got Gunna now, and still got Rick Ross, French Montana, Big Sean. Today is 2 Chainz, so it's a pretty good party up there. I was just up there with a Bungalow, and my guy, it's a local guy's birthday, and it was good. It was busy. It was a good party, good crowd, and a lot of the locals, they do like hip-hop, so there's not a lot of pool options that play hip-hop these days out here. Most of the pools are EDM, and this is going to be your hip-hop pool party on Saturdays, okay? Now, Fridays, they're going to have a DJ, but it's going to be more like open format, a little mix of everything, and the same thing on Sundays, okay? So Sundays and Fridays, not nearly as busy, but they do have a DJ, and it is very low minimums, and you can get a nice section in one of those days for very, very reasonable price. Saturdays, of course, are going to be a little more expensive with the big artists. Now, I did notice they're going to be booking some artists a little bit on Fridays, on a couple days. Okay, I noticed they have Waka Flocka on one of the Fridays coming up, and I believe they have 2 Chainz coming up on a Friday. Generally, like on a bigger weekend, when maybe there's like a special event or like a holiday weekend, you can expect them to book an artist maybe on like a Friday or a Sunday. So just click on the link below. You can see the calendar and you can see what's coming up for the weekend you're coming out here to Las Vegas. Now let's talk about the bottle service sections and how you get into this place. So if you just want to get into this place, you can get on the guest list by clicking on the link below, or you can buy tickets. Guest list is usually pretty easy, especially on the Fridays and Sundays. It's not super busy. It's easy to get in. Saturdays there might be a little bit of a line, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now, as far as like the table service goes, the pricing, like I said, is pretty reasonable this year. They're being a little more aggressive trying to get this place filled up, and the sections aren't that bad, even on Saturdays. Okay, so let's talk about the different sections. We'll kind of start with the best sections and work our way down from there. Now, the best section in the whole place, in my opinion, that's going to be called the owner's bungalow. Okay, it's bungalow number 1. It's the only bungalow in the place that has like its own pool. Okay, so if you guys want like a little private pool, that's going to be the only one that has that. Generally, on like a Saturday, you're going to find that going for around $6K. And the regular bungalows, those are the ones that have just the regular pools that are shared with the bungalow next door. Those are generally around $4K on a Saturday. Now, like on a Friday or Sunday, maybe you can get the owner's bungalow for like a $1,500 or even $1,000, and then the regular bungalows for like $1,000 or even $700. Okay, so just to give you an idea. But those are going to be your top tables there, the bungalows with the pools in front of them. The next level up, there's going to be 2 cabanas in the middle. They're going to be called the prime cabanas. They used to be called the X-set cabanas, but now those cabanas actually are, I don't think they have the X-set in there anymore, but they're a little bit bigger. They're in the center on the upper level, on the mezzanine level. Okay, so there's only 2 of those. Those are going to be the grand cabanas. And then there's the regular cabanas on the north mezzanine and then the south mezzanine. Okay, the cabanas are all pretty much the same on both mezzanines. The north mezzanine does have that pool on the end, so you get a wristband. So the grand cabanas and the north mezzanine cabanas can use that private pool on the top, which is kind of nice. Where the south mezzanine cabanas, when they're open, those don't have a private pool, but they do have their own bathrooms in those cabanas. So the south mezzanines has the bathrooms, the north mezzanines do not. Okay, they have a shared bathroom for the north mezzanines. So those, there's advantages and disadvantages of both. But a lot of times they don't even open the south mezzanine cabanas if they don't have enough reservations. They're just going to have the north mezzanine cabanas open. Now, they do have some mezzanine daybeds up on that level. Those are pretty inexpensive. I think today they were going for like $500. Get them for like $200 on a Friday or Sunday. They're just little, basically, lily pads around that small pool upstairs. They're nothing really special, but it's a place to put your stuff, a place to hang out, maybe order some food. But most of the time, you're probably going to be in that little pool, or down on the main floor. Now, on the main floor, you're going to have the daybeds, which are going to be kind of around the glass. There's going to be a couple rows of daybeds. And then in front of the daybeds, you're going to be your booth couches, they call them, or pool couches, whatever you want to call them. Those are going to be pretty close to the pool. There's a little bit of a walkway there, but they're kind of like, they're not really poolside, but they're closer to the pool than the daybeds, let's just say that. And then there's a row of tables that are called the patio dance floor tables. Those are going to be the ones that are like facing inside at night, and then outside they face the pool during the day, and those are also considered pool couches, but those are going to be more in the shade, which are kind of nice if it's really hot out and it's like in the middle of like August or June or July when it's like super hot out here. You might want to be in the shade, and those pool couches that are facing from the inside of the club are pretty prime for that. Now there's also some pool banquettes that are around the pool. Those are sections that are like right on the pool, but you do share the edge of the pool with people that are in the pool. So just keep that in mind. That's not your own edge there. So people can be sitting on your edge, kind of in your table section a little bit. Some people don't mind that. Some people like it. Some people don't really like it. So there's a couple pool banquettes that are really close to the stage that are really kind of prime, and usually we have to tip to get those, but those are pretty good. Okay, so I can send you over a table map. We can talk about those if you're interested in that. We also do offer Drai's Beach with a bunch of our packages. So if you're interested in doing like a brunch beforehand, or you want to get a limo there and back, you want to combine it with some other stuff. You know, some people like to do ATVs in the morning or maybe some shooting. Come over here to hit Drai's Beach up around like 1 or 2 o'clock, catch the artist, etc. We do a lot of that stuff. We do a lot of ladies groups here, bachelorettes, bachelor parties, etc. And we're here to help. So if you guys have any questions about Drai's Beach, my number's above, 773-459-8133. That's my cell phone. Make sure you hit me up and ask me any questions, and I'm happy to help book your trip out here in Las Vegas. Just ask me for a link. I'll make a custom one with your name on it right from Drai's, and we'll get things booked. Generally, the deposit's about 30% of the minimum. And once you put that down, that comes off the total the day of. Make sure you bring your credit card and ID with you to the pool that you put the deposit down with, because you're going to need that. Otherwise, they're going to refund the deposit and put it on a credit card that is present. Okay, so we deal with a lot of fraud out here, so that's just how their system works. If you have any questions, looking forward to working with you. Hit me up, please. I'm Brian Pfeiffer, signing out here from Drai's Beach in Las Vegas in front of the Cromwell. Let's talk soon. Goodbye.